Hey, before we get this video started, let me know in the comment section whose return are you anticipating the most? Is it Jamal Murray, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, or Zion Williamson? Maybe I'll make a build video for the top 2 choices right out the gate. So what up 2K fans? Shout out to the Shake Squad. Today 2K dropped Courtside Report number 3, and we got some great information about the MyNBA mode. My boy Yo Stacks does a great job breaking this report down. I'm gonna leave a link to his video in the description. The MyNBA mode has been changed to MyNBA ERAS on the new gen consoles. And it's designed to be a time machine with 4 different eras to begin with. So let's dive into it. So first up, we have the modern era. You can still dive into an online league and play with your friends. So this one is business as usual. Next, we have the Magic vs. Bird era. This is where you have the Showtime Lakers versus the Boston Celtics. You can experience the 80s and choose what year you want to begin in. You can even rewrite history by drafting Michael Jordan or Hakeem Olajuwon. Imagine trading some of the Lakers away for a young Michael Jordan. And then of course there's the Jordan era, where you can play as or up against the Bad Boys Pistons. You'll see Stockton and Malone again, Hakeem's Rockets, and even Patrick Ewing's Knicks. What if Jordan never retired? He could have been walking around with 8 rings. Jordan's first ring was in 1991. And some of you guys forget that Shaq was drafted in 1992, and he was far from a plumber. I'm trying to think of what kind of trade I can make to get a young Shaq on the Chicago Bulls. And then perhaps my favorite era, the Kobe era. This is when we had a whole shift of conference dominance. We saw Tim Duncan's Spurs, Kevin Garnett's Timberwolves, and Dirk Nowitzki's Mavs. And obviously a three-peat with Shaq and Kobe. But this is the Kobe era because that was when the Black Mamba got 2 more rings without Shaq, cementing himself as Jordan's heir to the throne. Imagine making some trades for young D Wade, Carmelo Anthony, or LeBron James. LeBron and Kobe on the Lakers on the same team? That'd be crazy. There's a lot of cool features coming with MyNBA eras. Each era has its own unique courts accurate to the era year. It's full of actual logos and brand markings from the 80s all the way throughout the 2000s. You have era-specific jerseys, era-specific presentation and commentary, which even comes with the proper filters to recreate the television experience from the 80s to the 2000s. You can't have MyNBA eras without era-specific broadcast elements that progress as you enter into the modern era. You've got era-specific commentators. From the 80s to the 2000s, you got Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Mike Fratello to join the cast. And from 2002 to 2020, we've got Greg Anthony stepping in. League rules, expansion teams, relocations, and gameplay updates as you progress throughout each era. You also have the power to change the rules as you see fit with the historical rule changes feature. Every era has its own period-specific menu background. And finally, expect accurate gameplay to every era, like the 80s post-game and the 90s mid-range game. And to update you guys, I want to give you some of the conversations that have been had with Mike Wang and the community on Twitter. Agent Uno says, "Excuse me, my good sir, Baluba. How will Team Takeover work with AI in the situation?" And to reiterate, Mike says Team Take works the same. They need to fill their share of the meter just like humans. Note the new design is new gen only. Current gen works the same as 2K22. So keep that in mind, guys. Team Take is gonna require a team effort on new gen, but one guy can get 2 blocks and 3 rebounds and still get Team Take for everybody on old gen. Joshua Peak says, "Please tell me y'all took away the fact that people can call a timeout in the middle of a steal animation." And Mike says, "Yes, we fixed it." That's a good one because every time people are wrestling for the ball, a lot of times people just call timeout and maintain possession. And finally, a good question from Evan. You have adrenaline boosts on next gen. Do you have anything in mind or have adrenaline boosts on both gens? And Mike says, adrenaline boosts are on both gens. That's a reminder that gameplay will be relatively the same on both new gen and old gen. So that's it for this video. What do you guys think about the new MyNBA eras mode? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, smack that like and subscribe. Man, turn on those notifications. I've got some more build videos, some more NBA 2K23 news, and I'll see you guys in the next one.